Today I've got the ultimate guide to winning more gunfights on Vondel for you, and we're going to do this while breaking down a high kill solo trios game that I had. Now jumping in right here, guys, we have about a minute and 20 seconds until my first engagement, until my first gunfight. So I'm literally going to throw every single thing that I have at you to start, and then we'll focus on all of these things throughout every engagement that I'm in. Now jumping in, when it comes to winning gunfights, 5 main areas that we focus on: aim, movement, positioning, game strategy, and anticipation. Obviously, aim's the most important thing. You could have the best movement, the best positioning. You could have UAVs up the entire game. If you don't hit your shots, it literally doesn't matter. So hitting shots, hitting high damage areas, and of course, if you are subscribed to me, we're going to be focusing a lot on hip firing and hip firing before I ADS. That allows me to get that first shot off. Now, number 2 is going to be movement. Movement in this game is not flashy, so it's all about taking less damage, which in turn allows us to win gunfights. So jumping while shooting, strafing while shooting, drop shotting, jump peeking corners. And then we're also going to be focusing on sprinting while plating, which is great for if we take damage and we need to disengage, we take advantage of the increased movement speed, we can then re-engage, and then we can challenge and win that gunfight. Also great for fighting outnumbered, which playing solo trios we're going to be doing a lot of. Now, the third thing here is going to be positioning. Warzone 2 doesn't have a ton of movement, so play high ground, play your cover, always be thinking about repositioning, and sometimes you do just need to play that in order to kick off a gunfight. Now, I want to pause right here and go over 3 quick things when it comes to number 4, which is gameplay strategy. Information is king when it comes to winning gunfights. Number 5 is going to be anticipation and centering, but how do we do that? We do that with information. UAVs, portable radars, and of course, using the minimap after you get a kill to understand how many enemies are alive, where are they in relation to you, and where are they moving to. The second thing in gameplay strategy is going to be perks. Perks are a huge advantage. Double time. We have fast hands, tracker, high alert, quick fix. A lot of great options when it comes to perks. Those do allow us to outplay a little bit more and allow us to win gunfights. The last thing that I will say, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Use meta guns. The ISO 45 right now on July 10th is statistically the best SMG that you can use. If you're not using it, you might be losing a gunfight simply because your gun does not kill as fast as your enemy's gun. So use the ISO 45. Now, jumping in right here, notice down below, we are going to be talking a lot about anticipation and centering. That allows me to break this guy before he even shoots back at me. Now, what does that do even further? When we talk about fighting outnumbered, I get this down, and then I take a decent amount of damage to this enemy, but because my first down was so clean, that allows me to get away. Now, of course, here's this guy up top who I didn't know was here. So now we go into sprinting while plating, right? Pretty bad spot to be in. Let's go ahead. Let's slow down. We're going to just sprinting while plating, keep that line of sight broken as much as possible, try to keep my cover as much as possible, and now we re-engage. I'm not going to slow this down right here, but this is strafing, guys. On controller, it increases your aim assist, just moving left and right. See that little move left and right? That just increases my aim assist a little bit. And now we're going to play a little bit unpredictable. We're just going to wait, and I am going to slow this down right here. This is hip firing before you ADS. As I'm jumping down, I'm going to hip fire. That guy is broken before I even try to ADS. That allows me to get that down, taking barely any damage, right? So I win that gunfight. Now that gives me more information. So we get that first down. I kind of hear this guy to my left side jumping out the window right there. Now we hip fire before we ADS. We're able to easily win that gunfight. Now I don't know where this guy is, right? I know he's up above. I heard the ladder. I think he's up top here based on the minimap, but this is where we start to talk about when it comes to winning gunfights, simple movements, advanced combinations. This looks complex. All I'm going to do here is a jump and a strafe to my right side. Jump, strafe, right side, right? That allows me to take a little bit less damage there. You're going to see that one throughout this gameplay. Movement is all about taking less damage. Now, real quick, by the way, before we pop this UAV, if you are looking to get better, we got 3 kills already. Like I said, high kill game here. I'll be honest with you, we choked the 30 here, but still drop a ton of kills. So make sure you are subscribed down below if you are looking to get better. Here's this guy around the corner. Notice the precision airstrike, so I can't push out here. I can't push into that precision because I don't trust him at all. So I'm just going to wait here for a second. We still have that UAV. There's this guy right here. And we do track that well. We track that well, take a little bit more damage. Let's talk about pre-firing. I know this guy is going to chase me. So I have no choice but to turn and just shoot. Once again, you see a little bit of a jump there. So here's what it looks like full speed, right? So I catch this guy. We're going to jump through the window. I know he's going to chase me, so I've just got to pre-fire, and you can see that allows me to get the first shot off. Once again, we win that gunfight, and notice the last one on the minimap is chasing me. Can't quite get inside here, so we're in a little bit of a tough spot. I take a little bit of damage. This is still a very winnable gunfight. When it comes to winning gunfights, guys, I feel comfortable winning gunfights with 1 plate in. I feel like I can still win a gunfight. If I have 2 plates in, I feel very confident. If I have 3 plates in, very rarely am I going to actually lose that gunfight in a 1v1. Notice that there's nobody else around me here, so we're going to go ahead and plate up. And we do have enough, but somebody gassed me, right? So that's an indication that there's another team here or somebody's floating around in this vicinity. I just don't know where. And one quick thing that I do want to say is don't try to implement all of these things at once. Pull little things that you feel like you're struggling with, right? Maybe you're not using aim to your advantage. Maybe you're not popping UAVs. Focus on little things that will allow you to win more gunfights. Don't try to implement every single thing at one time because I am throwing so much at you. Now, right here, when it comes to winning gunfights, one of the most important things to understand is pistols are broken, guys. I could lose this, right? It doesn't make sense. I've got a full meta SMG and he's got a pistol, but I decide not to challenge here for that reason. Instead, I'm just going to expect him to chase me, and when he doesn't, we're just going to plate up, and once again, we re-engage. 5 kills here early in this first circle, and we are on really good pace thus far. Now we go back in. Notice the crate right there. Boom, that crate, that's information. So now we go challenge. Once again, you see the hip fire before we ADS. So we see the crate open. There's the crate. Now we jump through the window. Make sure that you jump perfectly through this window right here. There's, once again, broken before I even consider aiming down sight. Then now he's downed, now he's thirsted, and that allows me to technically challenge this guy if I wanted to. Now, the one thing that I will say is a little bit tough is sometimes I don't realize how much damage I took. I feel like I took a lot of damage in that fight, when in reality, I didn't. Now, we're going to play a little bit unpredictable here, or I thought I was, but he's right there. Now, again, I didn't take a ton of damage here. He's broken. I took 1 plate. I'll never be able to mantle up top. I'll never be able to re-challenge that way, so we take a different angle. We've got tracker going for us, which I don't usually use tracker. You know, in that perk 1 slot, I'm generally running double time and overkill because I am going with loadout, or it's like I'm going with the Ranger perk package, which has battle hardened maybe. So I don't usually use this perk package, but it was on the ground, so I took it. Now, once again, we're going to re-engage. Once again, we're going to re-engage. You see us constantly repositioning. Look how our crosshairs are always out, though. See how our crosshairs are always out? Now I'm just waiting. I'm trying to use audio a little bit right here. Trying to figure out where people are, right? I don't know where anybody is. I'm assuming that a few are around me. So let's see what we can find. There, boom. Finally, we got somebody. We broke him. Now we can go ahead and we can keep the pressure on. We're going to anticipate around the corner. Notice crosshairs are out. We hip fire. Easy down right there. Now we challenge this way. I hear one behind me. Centering around the corner. Once again, jump peek that. High damage areas. Guy can't even shoot back. Right? So that's where if you were to play this full speed, we get the down. They are not on the same team, I don't think. So I hear this guy back behind. We re-engage. Easy kill right there. And we're up to 8 kills already. We are absolutely zooming. Guys, like I said, if you are looking to get better, make sure you are subscribed down below. I promise you, got you. I will help you increase your KD and start to get more kills. Once again, we re-engage here. Get a little bit caught in this moment. He makes a good play, so what do? We drop shot. Boom. Shoots right over top of me. Pretty easy kill. Now, I do want to address something here as we're getting ready to rotate. I get asked all the time, Joe, when do you drop shot? I don't really have a rhyme or reason for when I drop shot, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes it's just in those super close quarters where I feel like I need to drop down. That's really where it's helpful because if you're too far away and you drop down, it's a pretty easy adjustment for that enemy to just pull down on the right stick and shoot you. So I'm trying to be like really, really close on top and have him shoot over me. Now, when it comes to information, guys, we got UAV up, right? I see the one solo player. This is the other thing with gameplay strategy, which is making the smart push. So right here, there's 3 above. There's one little solo guy right here. This is a 1v1 fight. I am trying to avoid stacking situations as much as possible. So any 1v1 I'm in, I'm going to take. Once again, we hip fire, boom, easy track right there, no damage. Notice one on my level to the right side, so we're immediately going to go ahead and engage this. Now, I kind of assume that he's 1 door down in here. Okay, what do? Little bit of a tough spot. This is where we jump peek this corner. Why? Because what you see here is not only do I break the line of sight, so that line of sight throws him off, right? Because now he doesn't know if I'm pushing up the stairs. He doesn't know what I'm doing. Meanwhile, I know that I'm re-challenging. Number 2 is as we jump peek this corner, look at where he's aiming, right? So he's aiming this way. Even though he's moving, right? I caught him in attack sprint here because he was going to chase. But even if he stays in this corner, that's a tough adjustment for him to whip all the way over to me, to flick all the way over to me, and be able to perfectly hit shots. Like, he's got to execute perfectly. Pretty easy kill right there. We're up to 11. So that's where we use jump peeking corners where people are kind of holding an angle. The other thing is make sure you hip fire first because when we jump peek, it is a little bit slower to ADS. Once again, just hip firing my heart out there. I'm going to say that a lot. Just hip fire your heart out, guys, when you're in stairwells. don't even think about ADSing. Just hip fire, hip fire, hip fire. Hip firing is so broken in this game. You can hip fire with any build, even if it's not a hip fire build. You can hip fire with an LMG in close quarters. Right here, pretty easy. Unfortunately, they got caught on that zip right there. One down below here. And we know that there's some other people floating around. Notice one down below, some people to my left side. I hear some shooting. Oh, why didn't I get that kill right there? I have no idea. Now, we talk about sprinting while plating. Let's talk about this one right here. This is a big one. Okay, when we talk about winning gunfights, guys, it's not always going to be a 50-50 situation or a situation where you have information and you have the advantage. This is where sprinting while plating is super helpful. So notice I am down to about one plate right here. Watch how I play this. I get through, right? Break that line of sight right there, and we're down to half health. So we're in a pretty bad spot. Right here, we're immediately going to start sprinting while plating, right? So that's going to go ahead. I'm going to put that plate in. I shoulder this corner just to see that he's chasing. Okay, I know he's chasing, so watch what we do here. I love this. I love this. There's one. Now we just wait for him. Come on, buddy. And what did I do there? Okay, so here's all I did. I broke the line of sight because he has no idea what I'm doing. I see that he's pushing. I played up, and now I'm able to get the first shot because he doesn't do number 5, which is anticipation and centering, right? He didn't anticipate around every single corner, so I'm able to easily get that kill, and I take no damage there, right? So I took damage in the beginning. Now, why is that so important? Because his teammate is right below, or there's another enemy right here. So if I take damage here, then all of a sudden this next enemy might get me, which happens to a lot of you. Instead, what do? Watch this again. This is perfect. Okay, we take damage. We sprint while plating. We perfectly jump through. Make sure you jump through that window. He shoots in the back. Okay, come on, buddy. Let's chase. And we pre-fire. Right? So, super quick. Right? I know he's chasing me. This is where people play predictable. We break the line of sight, we re-challenge, and I know he's pushing there. It's a pretty obvious push. There's that kill, one down below to my left side here, kind of right by the buy station. We're up to 15 kills here, guys, in the second circle. We are absolutely zooming. I'll be honest with you, the end gets a little bit tough with teams like really, really stacking, and my pace does slow down a little bit. We finished with 29, and we kind of choked the 30. Right here, guys, live ping. Live ping is a big thing that you can use in gunfights just to understand where people are moving to. When we talk about lethals and tacticals, did it really put that in gameplay strategy, but they can absolutely help. Notice I smoked the buy station here. I don't trust anybody. I think there's people to my right side building. I think there's people to my left side building. So I'm not even going to give them a chance. And you know what? If they have a thermal, so be it. They can run the thermal. But we're going to go ahead, pop UE. There's the information that we need. And one thing I do want to talk about here is the 3 questions after a kill. But watch where this guy is moving to. Real quick with UAVs, guys, a lot of you don't know this. They last about 20 to 25 seconds, but more importantly, they ping every 2 to 3. So we see this guy over to the left side. Notice which way he's moving. So I'm going to anticipate him pushing into my building. We're going to check it again. Oh, he pushed left or pushed this way a little bit more. Where's he going now? Oh, there he is right there. We live ping to track him. We get a good sense of where he is. We're able to get that knock, but I am worried about this guy back here. So now this guy's on my level. Little bit concerning. I can't quite go get that thirst yet. One more ping. So right here, what am I doing? What am I doing right here? I see the guy on my level. Watch me wait for one more ping. One more ping. Boom. Okay, he's on my level. I know that he's still on my level. Now we can go ahead and challenge this. Bunch of shooting above me. I hear the shooting, guys. Listen for teams fighting. That will really help you. Notice how crosshairs are out around every single corner. Every single corner. Crosshairs are out. Boom. Crosshairs are out. Crosshairs are out. Crosshairs are out. Crosshairs are out. Crosshairs. Boom. Dead. There's this one. We once again just hip fire my heart out. Literally just hip fire my heart out right here, guys. I'm just, for lack of a better term, I'm just spraying and praying because I'm not going to miss. This is not a hip fire ISO build right here. I mean, that's how good hip firing is, especially in close quarters. So let's take advantage of it. Sprinting while plating. 15 kills. Let's go ahead and re-engage. This is a very aggressive play, by the way. This is very aggressive. I hear them up top. I just can't figure out where they are. There's a kill right there. I think I got a re-knock as well, but I'm not 100% sure. Now I hear him chasing. Yep, so we're just going to wait. We're just going to wait again. This is one of the most broken spots in stairwells because when you're pushing down the stairwell, who's actually anticipating somebody laying down right here? We're just going to wait. Okay, I don't hear anybody. Let's go re-engage. Pop another UE, right? Let's get a little bit more information here. The more information we can get, the better off we're going to be. 3 above. Let the stacking begin, guys. This is where we start to get into a tough spot. Trying to challenge these guys, and it really crushes my pace. To be honest with you, yep, easy shots right there. Once again, we anticipate around the corner. It wouldn't have probably hurt with 16 teams, real quick, gameplay strategy-wise, to let these guys stack and let these guys stack and go push to this side. I probably should have done that, hindsight being 2020, but I was already in the action here. Notice the centering there is what allows me to win that gunfight. Look how much health I have left. Almost none, right? So that's a 50-50 that we win because my crosshairs are out. On my level straight across, still trying to figure out where these guys are. One right there. Now watch how we play this. Sprinting while plating, right? We're going to push around here. Pressure's on them, by the way, right? Pressure's on them to get the revive, right? I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is reposition here, play a little bit smart. Look, all I got to do is this. That guy's scared. That second guy's scared now, and I get the thirst, right? Pressure's on them. They're the ones that have to make the move to actually stick the revive and spend the time doing it. All I have to do is reposition, plate up while I'm doing it, and then re-engage to get the kill. We're up to 18, and by the way, I don't have any plates. That ain't good. That is not good for winning gunfights, like I said. I could win gunfights, but not exactly what I want to do. Now, notice one right here, guys. I want to talk about this move right here. So we're going to see this guy. This is not exactly snaking, but when you're on this kind of head glitch like this, peek down, we're going to swap, and then we immediately re-engage right there. There's the kill. Now, I regret doing this. I regret throwing this thermite because I could have just challenged the guy. But I did, so what do? Don't chase this guy, right? Don't chase. That's when you get caught. Think ahead of where he's moving to. Okay, let's think ahead. I bet he's going to push down the stairs. Broken. Now I have the advantage. We just keep the pressure on. I almost got caught there. Notice I almost got caught here with him re-challenging me. So this is a little bit of a dangerous spot here, but because he's so low health, there's not a whole lot he can do. And by the way, we're going to get another enemy right here in a second. Yep, there he is. Hip fire our heart out, baby. Don't even worry about it. We just hip fire our heart out in Stairwells. We don't even have to think about it. We got 12 other teams here. We got 22 kills. That's double team wipe. So I'm not in a bad spot. Once again, we go back to the UE, guys. Information, information, information. And the reason that information is so important, once again, I should have just pushed to this other side. If I pushed to this other side, I probably could have chased 40, to be honest with you. But that sucks. I go and push these guys up top. The reason information is so important is because of number 5, right? If we have information, we can anticipate and execute. Once we anticipate and execute, that allows us to get the first shot off. That allows us to give us the advantage when it comes to winning a gunfight. The other thing with the ISO that's so broken, by the way, is the fact that toe shots and headshots are the same. So with the ISO, you don't have to hit high damage areas. Now, let's talk about this, guys. The moment I see this guy jump across and this second guy comes zoom in behind, this is not a winnable gunfight. You've got to learn. This is a big tip for you guys, and if you made it this far, I appreciate it. This is a big tip. Understand and start to learn when you are going to lose a gunfight. I am not going to win this gunfight. Get me out. Get me out. Now, unfortunate here, but thankfully, I don't know if this was their Claymore or not. There's a chance that that was not their Claymore, and he doesn't realize that I went down. So we go ahead and we push across, we get out. And now respawn's disabled. I am starting to think about endgame here. This is where, you know, chasing 30, 40 kill game, this gets a little bit tougher because I have to play perfect. What did I buy here? And why? I bought an armor box. That's actually not a bad play, to be honest with you, because I needed plates in the worst way. I needed plates, especially fighting by myself and knowing how it's been so stacky lately, guys. It's been tough. Enemy flying in. This is unfortunate because this would have been kill number 30 had that not getting taken from me. I somehow managed to get an assist there. That would have technically been the 30 later on, but that's unfortunate. Now, not sure where anybody is, so we're just playing positioning. Like I said, we haven't talked too much about it because we've been finessing a lot, but we're playing high ground, we're playing cover. We got to keep in mind that we can drop down if we need to, but we're in a pretty good spot here playing cover and just playing our high ground. Can't really find anything, and I know that people have to push into me, right? I've kind of got center zone and I've got height. The other thing is this team right here, even though they might be a little bit higher than I am, they don't have an angle on me. So I'm in a pretty good spot here. This is what ends up hurting me more than anything else. This sucks right here in a second. So we're going to go ahead, challenge these guys. Can't quite get the down. If I could have gotten that down, I could have precisioned. This team behind me is going to end up, yeah, enemy flying in here. So we're going to challenge this guy. I think I get this kill. Yeah, that gives me this one now. There's that one. And then I actually noticed this guy straight across. Now, what ends up happening is I'm going to fight these guys for so long. I'm going to try to re-engage this, and he's just going to be on the head glitch just watching it. Boom, he's right there. This is not really a great fight to take. Not really a great fight to take. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to reposition. I don't have any smokes. If I had smokes, by the way, what I would have done is smoked and probably pushed across like a maniac. Yeah, still not a good fight to take. Not a very high percentage gunfight to win. So let's go ahead. We're going to reposition here. Yep, let's go reposition to the other stairwell. Let's play an adjacent rooftop. We don't have any lethals or tacticals, which could go into the gameplay strategy category because they are really helpful for getting kills and, you know, outplaying with smokes and stuff like that. So we're going to grab the Semtex here. I need to get it down. That's all I need to do. All I need to do is get it down, and then we precision, and that should give us the kill. So if we precision now, we should be able to get that kill, which puts us to 24, and I do actually hear one below me. There's that guy. We hip fire our heart out, and this is one that I will talk about. By the way, notice I did not get the full kill right there. This is one that I can talk about here, is pulling back on your left stick to open up your FOV. To open up your FOV again. So right here, we kind of bounce off each other, but notice he's lost right here, and my FOV is more wide open. It's much easier to track enemies when your FOV is a little bit more open like this, and we are able to just barely win that gunfight. So there's kill number 24, and now I'm thinking about where his teammates, right? I don't know where his teammates are. So we're going to quick reload, and then we're going to replate. Quick reload, then we're going to replate. I do end up hearing one to my left side here in a second after we challenge up top. So we're going to challenge up top again. I want to try to get these guys out of here. I want to try to get power position for this rooftop back. He gets the most crazy spawn protection I've ever seen. I don't know how he has that much spawn protection there, but I know it's back to a 3 stack on the other side. So a little bit unfortunate there. Yeah, I hear some above. I hear some down below. Little thing right here, guys, information-wise. Watch the parachute. Look at the parachute right here. Watch it. See that little parachute? That little piece of information means now I know there's one down below me. Now I know there's one down below me. There's the tracker footsteps. Notice I still don't have my own perk package. I never grab loadout this game. There's kill number 25, and we're on good 30 pace here. We still got 15 people left. Still got 15, just not 100% sure where anybody is. Now, right here, I go to challenge this guy. I will absolutely challenge this guy to my left side in the smoke. Why? Because I can get right on top of him. I can hip fire my heart out with the ISO, and I'm going to win that. But I hear another one behind me. That's what makes me nervous. I hear a guy behind me, which is why I don't engage that. It's the second guy that scares me, not the first one. Now we're going to play this angle right here, and I see him, but just not quite a good push there. I don't want to chase that guy because I don't know what I'm pushing into. There's an assist. Still need 5 kills here for the 30. Still plenty of enemies left. Now, I hear one still across there. Strafing. Look at the strafing right here. And when I pop a UE, notice the information. So he is on my level right there. Notice he pops up on radar. He is on my level. Now he's above me, so he's still on the roof here. A lot of people around on different buildings. Notice that he's not on the rooftop anymore. So I'm going to be honest with you. I get caught a little bit here in a second because that information changed. Because the information changed, I'm not 100% sure where he went. I see this guy flying over the left side. I'm trying to see what I can find. People are obviously on the building straight ahead still. I don't know where that guy was. I don't know if he was ghosted, but I also don't understand why he popped up the first time. Now, biggest thing that I'm struggling with right now is I don't have plates. So I'm kind of in a tough spot here. And we are going to rotate this early. We're going to rotate this early. We're going to play our gas mask, and then we're going to hold everybody. Now everybody has to rotate to me. Everybody has to get to this building right here. So we're going to go ahead, and we're just going to wait. We're going to be able to get that down right there. A little bit of positioning, right? That guy doesn't have a ton of cover. And what I'm nervous about, why I reposition here, I'm nervous about being pushed by 13 people. There's 13 enemies left, and all of them have to get to this building. I'm a little bit nervous about everybody trying to get to me and me just being accidentally overwhelmed by a bunch of different people. So I do end up repositioning up top here, playing a little bit of high ground. Trying to see what I can find. Check some shooting over to this right side. I hear it. I just don't know where they are. Once again, you're going to see a live ping here, guys. No matter whether you're... in this mid to long range is where you should really be live pinging. Right? I can't see him. I can't see him. There's the live ping. Right? Oh, I didn't live ping. I tried to live ping. I couldn't quite get it. There's a kill right there. And now we're going to early rotate again here. We're going to early rotate, get to this wall. We once again play positioning. I got plenty of cover here. Notice that they once again have to get to me to a certain extent. They have to get further than me, but I can kind of hold them out here. There's a kill right there. There's 28. One flying over to my left side here that I got to worry about, so we're going to nade that just to hold anybody off. And we are going to play outside wall here in a second. Trying to see what I can find. Playing positioning, holding them out. We're going to play outside wall right here. Instead of pushing and following that guy, we're going to play outside the wall, knowing that I have circle rotation here, and we're going to push up top. So we're going to play on top here. There's kill. Oh, no, that wasn't kill number 29. This is kill number 29 right here. Kill number 29 right here. There's the thirst here in a second. There's the thirst right there. There's the thirst right... Actually, let's back up here. Out of plates, right? So notice I didn't really prioritize plates as much as I should have, which is going to be a mistake on my end. So there's kill number 29 here in a second. It's going to pop up, and then I'm going to be in a 1v2. I really preemptively shot that. There's a 1v2. Now, here's the mistake that I make. I should have just pushed across. I should have just pushed across to these buildings right here. Maybe there were some plates in there. Maybe there were some plates over here. Maybe I played positioning. I don't know. It's just a mistake, guys. I'm a 4.5 KD player, and I still make mistakes sometimes. I just tried to over-challenge that. There was no need to. I should have pushed across, maybe waited one more circle, put the pressure on them a little bit more. Notice he wouldn't have had to push around the bus. He could have used it as cover. But I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.